Okay, so today we're going to start our docent program. Do you guys know what that is? Some of you might not know. Can you tell me what it is?
Is it like a painting?
It's when a mommy or a daddy or another adult comes in and teaches you about art. So this year, we get to learn about different artists. Do you guys know what an artist is?
Yeah.
Let's hear it from somebody else. What's an artist?
You all get like real beans.
Uh-huh.
And I'm an artist.
That's so great. What do you think an artist is?
An artist does some paints or markers or dabbers.
That's true. What about you, Ander?
Artist
I know Ander's right behind you.
way to do it pictures that are good.
That's true. What do you think an artist is?
You paint,
That's true. And do you guys know any artists? Do you know any names of any artists?
Yeah.
Do you know any?
No.
That's okay. It's hard to remember. Do you know an artist's name? What's the artist's name you know? Okay, that's a good one. And so you guys pointed out artists can do all sorts of different types of art, like drawing, painting. Do you know that some people do sculptures? So they take clay or they take big rocks and they turn it into different shapes. That would be a sculptor and also an artist. Photographers can be considered artists. There are so many different ways to do art, but today we're going to learn about a man named Leonid Afremov, and he was a painter. So I'm going to put his name right here. Leonid Afremov. And he was from Hungary, which is a country far away in Europe.
Whoa.
Cool, huh? Do you guys all like to paint?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. And you know what? I really like to paint, but I would say I'm not good at it. But that's okay. It's okay to do really fun art and not be great at it because we're all learning all the time, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect. 1 second, okay? So first, what I want to do is I want us to look at this picture, and I'm going to have you guys raise your hand, and I'm going to ask you what you notice about this picture, okay? Go ahead, Alice. What do you notice about the picture?
I know that there's like a thing that's right here. It makes like a ground thing.
That's true. The ground. Good one. What do you notice about the picture?
There's so many trees.
So many trees. Good one. What do you notice, buddy?
The leaves.
There's leaves. What do you notice?
Sun.
The sun. That's a good one. Ander, what do you notice?
I noticed that you can't see the sun. It's
Through the trees. That's so observant. Good job. What do you notice?
Your sleeve is going down.
That's okay.
That is so beautiful.
Oh, good one. That's a good one. What do you notice?
There's like blue and orange on the ground.
Yeah, there is. What do you notice?
I noticed there's leaves falling off the tree.
Yes. What do you notice?
I noticed the leaves are beautiful.
They are beautiful. What do you notice?
The sunset.
Yes. Good job. What do you notice?
It's a forest.
It is a forest. Yes. What do you notice?
The floor colors blue.
So many amazing observations. One more observation. What do you notice?
Everything looks so pretty.
It does look pretty. And you know what? All of his paintings have lots of very bright colors. Do the colors look kind of boring or dull, or do they look really bright?
Really
Really bright, huh? What do we notice about the trees? Are they kind of curvy, or are they straight up and down? That's right, because trees grow up in straight lines, huh? Most of the time. They just grow in straight lines.
Sometimes they fall down in the power window.
Yeah. So now we're going to talk about, that's true, they do. So now we're going to talk about how we're going to do our picture today, okay? And we're going to walk through a couple things that are really important. So the very first, most important thing is to put your name on your paper. Why do you think we have to do that?
Because
You can just say it out loud.
you
We know whose it is, right? Okay, the next thing is, here's my example. See, mine doesn't look like his, does it? His is way better. But you know what? That is okay. The great thing about art is your art can look however you want it to, because it's your art, right? So it's okay that mine doesn't look like his, okay? So here's what we're gonna do today. What you might notice about mine is that first with crayon, I colored the sky to be really colorful like his sky, because he has lots of colors in his sky.
Yeah.
And I put lots of colors in my sky. And then I painted my ground green. And the reason why is because, what season is it right now?
Green.
It's fall. So we're gonna make ours look a little bit more like fall and not quite as much like winter. Because I thought it'd be kind of fun to do something for
It doesn't matter what it looks like, Mom.
That's right, and that's okay. So I did green for my grass because the grass is still green right now. And then I colored those with crayon. The next thing I did was I colored the trees straight up and down. I just did the tree trunks because like this, I'll get my pen out. See, I did all the colors and then I did my straight lines up and down for the trees like this. Up and down, like this, up and down.
That's not work when it don't do that.
Yeah, see? So this is what I did. I did all my trees up and down, okay? After I did that, which was also in crayon, then I used my finger and I put my finger in all sorts of different colors and I put the leaves on the top where the trees are and I put some on the ground because in the fall, the leaves fall to the ground.
Yeah.
So now, a couple things that are important to talk about. First one is, we want to fill the whole page. Did I fill the whole page with stuff? I kind of did. It's not perfect, and that's okay, but it's pretty close. I did mine like this. Do you think you have to do it like this, or do you think it's okay to do it like this?
Okay.
You can do it whichever way you want because it's your painting. And it's
Sometimes you do upside down.
That's true. You could do it like this. One more thing. When leaves fall, when leaves are growing on a tree, do they grow on the very bottom of the tree usually? They grow kind of up at the top, right? So we want to put our leaves at the top. And if you want to add some on the ground where they're falling, that's okay too.
Is the paint still wet?
My paint is still a little bit wet. So when we're all done on the painting racks, we will help you guys move them all over to the painting racks so that they can dry, okay?
I can do that.
Okay, that's great. You guys can help with that. So I want somebody to tell me what's our very, very, very first most important step.
It's still wet.
What's the first step? Go ahead.
It doesn't matter if I can't see. Teacher.
That's true. That is so
Kaden,
important to remember. What's
Can
the
you
next thing to
help
remember?
Joshua by being on your own square?
Write your name. And do you think you're going to paint on top of your name, or do you think we should flip the paper over?
You have to go
Because we
paper.
want our name on the back. Otherwise, if we paint over it, we might still think it's Bob or Harry or George, right? We can't see your name. Then what's the next step? What do we do after we put our name and then flip it over? Go ahead. What's the next step? Do you remember? Okay. I'll remind you. We color with crayons. We do the sky and we do the ground. Okay?
Okay, it doesn't matter which color it's in.
That's right, because you can make it any way you want. And what's the very final thing we do after we do the sky and the ground? What do we do next?
Sunset.
We have to draw the trees.